Hello my lovely Trails fans, welcome back to our next episode of Trails in the Sky. Alrighty, so I'm finally back and able to do a little bit more recording. Still have to take it easy, so luckily this is kind of a nice easy episode. We're just going to go around and check if there is anybody to talk to. So let's go to the Harbour District. The food they have at the new store that opened up around here looks amazing, but I must resist. These soba noodles are amazing. Oh my, the dish is wonderful. These flavours take me right back to when I was growing up. You've got to try this. I got it from that stall over there. Some Eastern looking company opened up an office around here. I have to say, the Eastern style aesthetics paired with that crimson exterior is a superb design choice. When they'd even built it though, I never saw a construction site. Right, still locked. Crossbellans really are the worst. All of them think about is how to fill their pockets full of mirror. They don't care one lick about rules or tradition anymore. Not to mention they get swept up in every new fad and all these brainless gossip columns. You think they'd behave themselves at a festival. Think again. I may have been raised in Crossbell too, but I'm not like any of these good-for-nothings. I think you may technically be a Crossbellan if you've been here long enough. I always see those thugs from the downtown districts pop up around these parts. All they ever do is cause a ruckus late at night. Nothing but a pain if you ask me. Can't deal with this area. All these businesses means I'm at the mercy of 1,000 packages. We actually put a lot of effort into our finance, international, entertainment and local news sections. Well, our local news, they keep uncovering scandals, all thanks to a certain someone. Oh Grace, are you even capable of writing articles that don't stir up quite so much controversy? Isn't that... Nope, I don't think she is. These are the photos for this issue's local news section. This is the CPD's whatchamacallit section, right? Maybe we should postpone the article. After all, Grace said she'd cover that team some other time. I'm pretty worried for what's to come in her article. I hope it's a good one. Excuse me, people are hard at work here. Please go to the front desk if you have any inquiries. Thanks. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but the editorial department is closed to the general public. Okay, so stay out there unless we're invited. I think we learned that last time. Yeah, and the bank should still be closed because we're on the same day. Hey there, nice weather we're having, huh? I'm afraid the IBC is closed on the weekends. We apologise for the inconvenience. Alright, admin district. Hey there, Lloyd. Did you want to check out any books? I'd be more than happy to help with that. I'm sure you would. I've never seen you miss an opportunity to recommend a book. What can I say? I love books. I feel calmer just by surrounding myself with them. Anyway, no need to be shy. Go ahead and explore the shelves to your heart's content. Perhaps something will catch your eye. We've got an enormous selection of books. Who knows what's out there waiting for you? There's hardly ever new materials to research. I had to beg the director with tears in my eyes to show me some of his restricted books. I wonder if this will be enough. I'm going to end up repeating the year if I don't finish up this thesis. The director's a bona fide bibliophile. The director managed to bury himself under a mountain of books the other day. He was working too hastily and lost his footing, I think. What are we going to do with him? Suddenly a terrifying demon appeared. Bwahaha! Whoa, what's going to happen next? Have you ever heard Crossbell City Hall's slogan? It goes, The administration welcomes each and every one of its citizens with open arms. That's what they claim anyway. I hope they're taking the proper steps to uphold their own values. You want some fresh juice? Are you tired from walking around this massive city all day? Come try our juice. Get your ice cold fruit juice right here. My boss is a micromanager and he loves to nitpick every little thing. I find it hard to concentrate on my work when he's constantly ordering me around and telling me how wrong every minor detail is. Man, I don't want to go back to work. Wonder who his boss is. Starting to get some little mini stories opening up with these citizens. Is that girl from earlier going to be okay? I hope so. Ended up referring her to those seedy downtown apartments. I work for Journal 1st 2nd Division. I'm in charge of the diet building and the reception hall, but I'm bored. I'm so bored. All I do is clean, clean, clean. I do like how, even though this is a really big city, that they find creative ways to keep you out of certain areas so you don't have to like explore every single nook and cranny. Good morning, everyone. First day on the job, I'm in the same boat. Phew, I'm feeling pretty nervous. Hey everyone, I'm glad to see you're all doing well. You're going to stop the delinquents from stirring up trouble in the downtown district, right? Yeah, at least that's the plan. I see. I live in East Street, so I occasionally catch those guys causing a ruckus. It always scares me a bit when I see them gathered out there picking fights with each other. I think that'd make just about anyone unsettled. We definitely need to do something about their behaviour. It's about time someone took action against it. Thank you so much for handling that extermination request. Oh, that reminds me, did you hear the news? The CPD is currently conducting a survey on monsters local to Crossbell. Really? What exactly does that entail? Well, I'm sure you're already aware that your combat notebook has a section for monster entries, right? After defeating a monster, officers are supposed to record its information in their notebooks. That data is just what we need for the survey, so once you start filling up that notebook, please come and show it to me. In the end, we'll combine all the information we receive together to use as the foundation for new safety measures. Quite the smart idea, huh? Definitely. I'm glad to see that the CPD is seeking out ways to improve. Couldn't say it better myself after all. This is to protect the fine citizens of Crossbell. Oh, I nearly forgot. Whenever you supply me with information, I'll give you a small bonus too. Make sure you stop by when you can, okay? Oh, awesome. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks to me like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information into our database. Mind if I see it for a minute? With pleasure. Thank you very much. Here's your notebook back. Please accept this as compensation for your hard work. Don't forget to stop by once you've collected more monster data, okay? Thanks, we will. Of course, we'll see to it that we visit. Ah, that's pretty handy. I don't think what was that item that I picked up? No material that is impossible to analyze can be used to customize equipment at an Noble factory. Oh, I'm sure that'll be useful. That's really awesome, so pretty much, because I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. Okay, so it looks like we get about 50 mirror for every entry, so we kind of get like half of the battle scope refunded to us, so that's not bad. And some other kind of materials too. Getting these reports organised is a complete slog. Caffeine. I need caffeine. And of course a little glimpse of Rebecca while I'm up and around could be just what I need to fully recharge. Who's Rebecca? Is this Rebecca? Seems we've got a situation on our hands in the downtown district. Stay safe out there, everyone. Oh, he's got a crush on the receptionist. Phew, I'm glad we were able to get the rookies this year on their way. Alright, now I've just got to draw up a report for the chief. Great goddess above, getting statements from people is such a pain in the ass. Not only is Crossbell City way too damn big, but it's practically bursting at the seams with people. Doesn't matter how many people you question a day, it never ends. Man, I'm friggin' starving. I usually forget to eat when I'm too busy having fun. I was working at a hotel in the Empire, but the current manager recruited me here. It's very rewarding to be able to accommodate so many patrons. We've been getting many more patrons compared to usual this year. I imagine we'll run out of vacancies immediately. I can finally return to my country. Thank you so much, everyone. I should probably start by buying a new bag, sir. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. He certainly is a lively one. It's almost time for our patrons to begin checking into their rooms. We must be in tip-top shape when we welcome them. Our hotel provides a complimentary concierge service to our patrons. I would be most pleased if you made use of it. If I ever stay there, I certainly will. Oh, looks like it's just about lunchtime. The crowd should be rolling in any minute now. We have a lot of patrons that pass by here. Time for some fun. Who's gonna come in today? That's the back alley, right? Squeeze into the back alley now. In the past couple of days, Ravage & Co. has been deploying members all over Crossbell. I've heard they're buying up all the weapons and vehicles they can find, but I don't know what that entails. After all, that's just a rumour I overheard from some talkative guests. Yeah, they're definitely going to be trying to take over Downtown District. What's that, shiny blue? Oh, okay. Cocktail. Better not give it to Tio. Even those goons from Ravage drink here every now and then. That's how that brooding bartender over there knows so much about the goings-on in this part of town. And just one look at his dashing face and I feel positively recharged. It's good to keep in mind, we might need to speak to this guy later on. Yo, I wouldn't head too deep into that alley there. Bad dudes back there, you hear? Even worse than the ones out here. My rivals and I are competing who can make the most in sales. But... It's looking like I'm going to lose this month. Wah. Hey, there's no place for whelps like you now, scram. Piss off. See anything you like, my dears, from the special support section? Huh? Whoa, hold up. How do you know who we are, Granny? Hehehe, curious are we? All sorts of information finds its way to the back alley. Congratulations on the new job. I pray you find it to your liking. Oh yeah, very expensive. Forgot how expensive. Okay, so that's... Oh, look at that, with our detection quartz we can see all of the chests and stuff on the map. So it looks like there's maybe a roof or something that we can go to. Because there's 3 chests in this area. Well, that's very handy. That's going to be very, very handy. Arkansas's famous even on the international stage. All of the artists that perform for them are top-notch actors. And above all of them rests Ilya Pletier, a dancer as radiant and masterful as her. Only comes once a century. Just like Portia, I have nothing but fervent admiration for the fervent dancer. Lady Ilya has yet to come out. It's been my dream to capture a photo of her moments after she's finished practicing. I've thrown down 20,000 whole mirror for an orbal camera to make that dream a reality, so now, I wait. cameras are not cheap. Our conceal is playing a show this evening. You know what means? Not a good translation. You know what that means? My sales are about to skyrocket. Sometimes I don't know if I'm tripping over my words because of a bad translation or just because I can't speak. Man, I'm friggin' starving. Oh, spoke to him already. Hey there, wanna play? I hope you have a fabulous time. I don't think we can go in here, can we? Nope. Okay, that place is still locked up. So is that. So remember, one of my viewers mentioned, I think it's this house, that this might be Ren's parents. Huh. Now this is how you garnish a meal. I hope he gets home early today. Because from one of our previous episodes where you get to see a little bit into her past, this woman looks exactly like the person that was in that flashback. My papa works hard as a trader, probably why he always leaves so early in the morning. So maybe we'll find out why they had to give up Ren, or if she was kidnapped or something. Mum and Dad are always super busy, so Granny's basically the head of the household. Beric, Henri and I were practically raised by her, so in a way we're all just Granny's kids. As we all know, there's plenty of good and evil in this world. As our society continues to progress, I think the line between them will blur. It's my hope that they'll grow up being able to distinguish that line, no matter how blurred it may get. True words. Granny lent me a really nice suit when I told her I was going to a party. I finally did it. I'll totally make my debut into high society with this fine look. Bless your kind soul, Granny. Good luck to you. So we just got Central and West Street, and then we've pretty much gone everywhere. Ooh, he's a hoity-toity person. Hey, do you have any idea who lives in that enormous mansion on the corner of the street? That's the home of Representative Campbell, leader of the Diet Republican faction. An extravagant oval car stops by his house some mornings. I'd imagine it's his chauffeur coming to escort him to his office. That'll be Ellie's father. Sophia from up the street is an incredible cut. Not only that, but she even helps out her husband with his work. How can she handle all of that? I can't even begin to understand the first thing about my husband's line of work. I'm sure Father's busy doing some kind of super hard work. After all, he's an important person called a stockbroker. Don't annoy him, otherwise I'll be bad at you forever. Oh, stockbroking is pretty difficult, I hear. Did you all know this? Crossbell has been a bastion for commerce and the securities industry ever since its founding. I'm a stockbroker at a securities and exchange company, actually. We deal in stocks and bonds. With a sudden wave of new tech flooding the financial world, specialised expertise is an absolute must to be a part of the biz. I wonder if Crossbell will turn into like a stock exchange for the three empires around it. Can't go in this mansion either. The residential district has the lowest crime rate in all of Crossbell City. Well, probably because most politicians and bankers live here. I'm sure the police pay special attention to anything that might threaten all the VIPs in the area. They should be paying special attention to everybody. Okay. That's like three buildings if you count the abandoned one that we can't go to. Alrighty. Have you heard about those rival gangs that were always having scuffles downtown? I've only heard rumours about them, but they sound so frightening. I don't want Momo going anywhere near them. Ryu, Henri, let's play together. Let's play together. I'm practicing so I don't get nervous when I ask for real. Aww. We run a general store, so we mostly dabble in foodstuffs and daily necessities. Make sure to give it all a good look over. You can never be too careful when stocking up. Okay, so we've still got a few battle scopes. I think we're good for now. Mr. Grimwood said that he should be back sometime this afternoon. Weird, did he take on some other job? Sometimes I get worried about Mr. Grimwood's health. It's not good to work non-stop like he does. I wonder if we'll end up calling on his services soon. An uptight-looking man dressed in a suit passed by here a few moments ago. If my eyes weren't deceiving me, I could have sworn he was wearing a CPD badge. What business does a police officer have in a peaceful neighbourhood like this? Keeping peace? Going on patrol? This apartment complex has a cleaning service. All you have to do is ask the caretaker and she'll, well, take care of it. I usually ask Sammy to handle the cleaning for our apartment. It's all thanks to her help that I'm able to invest more time into my hobbies. My wife spends her entire day working on handicrafts, completely forgoing all of the housework. That wife of mine, whatever will I do with her? Well, don't you also have a tendency to completely redecorate your apartment? So maybe she doesn't really see the point. I think that's the guy who redecorates his apartment. They've been nothing but a thorn in my side. I drafted up blueprints and they outright ignored the whole thing. Weren't you the one to order the design of the new City Hall building? I'll object their every move. They change the design as they pleased. How do they expect me to approve this? My husband gets tunnel vision when it comes to work. Don't take any offence if he suddenly screams out in frustration. It doesn't mean any harm. He's just absorbed in his work. Thanks for the heads up. The third floor resident is never home. I've never seen her face. She leaves early in the morning and returns late at night. At least she has the decency to be a good tenant by paying her rent on time. Mysterious resident. Have to keep an eye out for her. Crossbell Times has a spunky gal putting in good work as a reporter. She's been reporting on one major event after another, so she's starting to become the talk of the town. Come on, Ryu. Why can't you follow the rules for just once in your life? Yeah, take this, and that. The greatest bracer to ever live has arrived. Oh, by the way, Lloyd, have you seen Wendy yet? Yeah, I actually ran into her earlier. She's become quite the engineer, but, knowing how she behaves, aren't we moments away from her getting ticked off at a customer and smacking them with a wrench? I hear you there, man. I'm sure she'll be fine. Some things don't change, but she's gotten pretty good with controlling her strength these days. Imagine they'll get off with just a little scolding bump. That doesn't sound fine. Oh, Wendy, how can you be such a cutie, and yet... It would be wise for you to behave yourself around her, Randy. Wise indeed. Let's see, this month's new bread is a spicy crispy bacon bread. Freshly baked too. Gosh, that looks phenomenal. My daughter can't stand to lose for anything, so her fierce rivalry with Oscar only continues to heat up. And to think that she had no intention of becoming a baker at all, why the sudden change? What's going on in that head of hers? Oscar just waltzed in here one day and pledged that he wanted to be an apprentice. Dad welcomed him on with open arms and he's been training here ever since. Now he's gone to become Dad's bona fide favourite apprentice. His daughter. His own flesh and blood. How could Oscar be a star protege? I wonder if she's gonna get so mad at him that they might fall in love. That tends to be one of those gimmicks that they do a lot of the time. I'm going to become a model when I grow up. I'm not going to fall for the same trap as my sis and become an engineer. I'm going to have the nicest body you've ever seen. You definitely got some spunk in you, Missy. I'll support your cause. Oh, yeah. Is that Wendy's, your little sister? I've been doing business in Crossbell for about 3 years now. I run what you call a wholesale business where I sell various sundries in bulk to department stores or other large shops. I'm from Calvert, so I've got a pretty good grasp on the goods being sold there. Oh, thank you, Adios. Thank you for keeping that boy safe from harm. She's quite pious, isn't she? Yeah, she's always been like this. Anti-lights. Always been praying even when my brother... Oh my, I didn't notice all of you standing there. Your uncle's gone off to the library to work if you're looking for him. He loves being a librarian. You can tell by the spring in his step as he goes off to work. Right, I think that's almost everybody. Just got a couple more people to speak to here. Sweet, Adios. There's no trace of that woman anywhere. We'll never be able to finish this article on time without her. I take it he's talking about Grace. Phew, I'm stuffed. I can't come up with a single complaint about that meal. Next time I come to Crossbell, I'll have to drag my friends along too. Welcome. Phew, lunch is always when we're at our busiest, but come on, I can do this. Cooking is a process that requires vigour, sincerity and pure love for your craft. No matter how busy you get, you've got to keep a cool head or it's all downhill. It's about time I teach Celtio what it means to think like a chef. Yeah, I hate lunchtime. Is it even possible to get busier than this? The only thing that could make this hell better is if all the customers were girls. Our patron on the second floor made a reservation for his business meeting. All of our upstairs seating is set aside for reservations only. We welcome you to make one yourself whenever you'd like. Ah, how lovely. The Crossbell Times sure loves to plaster the braces all over the front cover. I know they're a popular subject, but couldn't they focus a bit more on criticising our diet? Seems a bit more relevant in my eyes. Welcome. Yep, spoke to her already. Apologies, dearie, I was a bit late out the door. Now then, I think I'll order something if you don't mind. I don't like the fact that my mother-in-law is living by herself. Isn't that dangerous? Just please be careful. If anything happens, I'll come running. I always make sure to take my family out to eat at least once a week. It's partly because I start to worry about my mother when I haven't seen her in a while. Well, since I'm here, I might as well give the menu a taste test. Yes, I better give it a rigorous check to be double sure everything is just right. Oh, Lanily. Did you see that photo on the front page of the Crossbell Times? Arios is so hot, and he's like the coolest racer ever. The entire city loves him, not as much as I do, of course. Hey, check it out. These police officers back behind Arios look totally awkward. What are they, his sidekicks? I'm not his sidekick. Cynthia here is the face of the Times department store. The girls around town all admire her for her beauty and feminine charms. Thank you for shopping at Times department store today. Please don't hesitate to tell us your opinions or any requests regarding our service. Welcome to the Times department store, home of the highest quality and greatest variety of foodstuffs in all of Crossbell. We've got delicious food from all over the continent, La Belle, Remiferia, the Empire and the Republic. We've even got spices from Orid State. I'm still working on expanding the range of products I can sell. I always find myself coming back here since department stores have such a wide variety of goods to choose from. I get the impression that a lot more people have been coming here since last year's grand reopening. I'm sure you're aware, but we completely remodeled the store last year. The aesthetic of this area has rapidly changed in the last few years, so we tried to match it. We hope that the remodeling encourages our customers' continued patronage. Hey, did you know the Crossbell Times building used to be in Central Square? The origin of this department store's name, Times, is actually based on how Central Square was once Times Square. She wastes her time looking through every cranny of every store, even though she knows she's not going to buy anything. To be honest, it's pretty embarrassing. Oh, I wonder what Keen's doing over there. There are many brands from around the world that have gathered here in Crossbell. I hope you all take your time to look around. I used to run an art museum in the Empire before I moved here. However, I got tired of appeasing only the wealthy, so I opened up an accessory shop. I feel much more satisfied doing what I do now. I can make pieces of art that appeal to the general population. My wife's always taking care of me, so I'd like to buy her a gift. Yeah, this one's nice. Cynthia's amazing and Pearl is stunningly beautiful. I want to become like them. I used to be a clothes salesman prior to working here. I only specialise in shoes these days. You see Prada at the boutique over there. She and I used to be business rivals back when we owned our own stores. She still challenges me to sales competitions every once in a while. I'm considering renting an apartment with a friend. They're all so expensive though. Seems like it'll still be a while before I can escape my parents' house. Do you want a balloon? Oh, no, they're just for festivals. I make my living by handing out these babies. Crossbellans love a lively, festive atmosphere after all. Just wanted to check if there was any other wanderers. There are so many fashionable products to choose from these days. So this was made by ZCF? I've never heard of that manufacturer. Wonder where they're from. LaBelle, of course. Old-fashioned displays, ugly-looking appliances. In this era, even a mere workshop must strive to be beautiful. Gen 10 was designed with cleanliness and beauty as its selling points. Well, it's definitely got that going for it. Let's see, is Choco doing okay in there? I always get so worried I end up stopping by to sneak a peek. Dad's back to spying on me at work again. He always treats me like a little kid. It's getting to be embarrassing, you know? Apparently our manager used to be a famous designer. I'll admit, he has pretty good artistic sense. That personality of his really leaves something to be desired. Okay, could upgrade Lloyd a bit more. I don't want to just completely upgrade him to high heaven. I'd like to upgrade some of the others as well. Let's hold off for now. Yeah, that's everything in Gen 10. Vroom, vroom! There are so many cars out. This is the best spot in all of Crossbell to look at cars. I'm from the Urban Development Division. One part of my job consists of surveying a given day's traffic volume, but since I have the day off, I'm spending my free time with my little girl. Did I speak to you? Crossbell has long been home to a nasty group called Ravashenko. Mafia, that's what they really are. Unfortunately, their influence is much stronger than the CPD's. Getting involved with them can mean your death. Airships, trains, cars, they all cruise freely through the sky or across land at amazing speeds. We tend to take technology for granted nowadays, but if you really think about it, it's also incredible. Do you feel the same love, the same romance I'm feeling right now? Maybe not to your degree. At long last the cargo has arrived. I need to deliver these quick or else my old man's going to chew me out again. Geez, if he's always going to complain, then maybe he should do it himself. Alrighty. So that... Oh, no, not quite. State law now requires people to possess a license to purchase and carry weapons. Considering how many fakes are out in the wild, it's not like it's enforced. Okay. So we got a little bit of money. So we should probably go ahead and upgrade. Don't know why we have to pay for this staff, considering Oh yeah, we didn't read it. Okay, Hardbreaker used by the Crossbell Police Department for Lubitz Krieg Tactics. Stylish oval gun made by the Empire's Rhineford Company. Sports flower engravings made by the Republic's Verne Company. An experimental staff with output purposely suppressed. Designed for stable output at the cost of firepower. Magical. High pressure, standard halberd used for Guardian Force training. Solid shocker. Emphasizes destructive power to combat monsters. Alrighty. Everyone now has a little bit of extra firepower. That's at least one thing I can do with some of the money I got. How's everyone doing armor-wise? Maybe want to upgrade that at some point in the near future. Extra 6 defense can go a long way. But for now, I think I'm going to turn these quests in. Got a bonus BP for that one. What was that one? Michel's test. That was the hidden quest. I think it's pretty much everything reported in right now. So the next thing would be to probably speak to Sergey. But that is where we're going to call our episode for today. Thank you everybody for watching and continuing to support the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode comes out. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you want to see some X4 Foundations, head on over to Captain Shanra. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.